Hello there and welcome to Corey Loses for a brand new playthrough in Empire at War Expanded Fall of the Republic version 1.1. So this is a preview playthrough. Everything you see here is still somewhat work in progress. At least we are heading towards release. There will be a news post coming relatively soon here on the channel about when you can expect 1.1 to be fully available. But we are going to be playing as the CIS in the Clone Wars Medium Galactic Conquest. We're going to take a look at all of the new and improved things that we have coming in 1.1, which includes a bunch of UI changes, some balance changes, some graphical updates and stuff. So we'll just get onto the map. And another thing that I do during these playthroughs is for anyone who is a patron, a Twitch sub, or a YouTube channel member, they're able to name ships for use in the playthrough. These are only part of the actual playthrough. They're not released in the mod itself. So you'll see us using ships like these ones down here with their special names, like Wealth of Neomoidia. For one of the carriers, we've got It's Fine from Unifex. So these are all named by the patrons, patrons, Twitch subscribers, and YouTube channel members. If you want to become any of those, there will be links in the description on YouTube, and you'll be able to see what all the options are. It basically is what allows me to do content creation full-time. So thank you to all the subs, members, and patrons for doing that. But we're going to get into 1.1. Our first step here, I think, is going to be to queue up some stuff. We're playing in the first era, but do we actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this slightly differently. Let's go to the final era, because we did that with the Republic last time, just so we can start off with more of our stuff. And we won't have any of these sub-factions around. We'll still do the integration, but I think that's the better thing to do here. So this is being recorded live on Twitch. For those of you watching on YouTube, I will be trying to answer questions from chat as we go through. Let's start off here on Pamont. I guess we should build a shipyard. And here on Mintuine, let's build the Shrimp Fresh and Workball. Icicle is asking, in the release version of Fall of the Republic, is there any planet that'll let you build star galleons? Oh. I don't know if Ordo put you up to that question. Here on Forost, we'll build the Roger. And on Empress, let's get throw gems of fighters. Alright, it's a good first week for us there. I'm going to sell some of our regular starting ships to allow us to build some of these other ones. Diamond Hands and I'm Gundai. Do we want to take Geonosis back? I think we can. That'll be a bit much. Oh, I did go on Captain when I reset there, so I will set that back to Admiral. Virginia's asking, is it possible for some kind of separatist version of the New Republic choose retired commanders thing? So that is a mechanic that the Republic is getting as well as the New Republic. But the CIS doesn't really have enough characters to do that.
Before it is over.
Lots of frigate reporting.
Yeah. We're going to try to go up to Geonosis with Trench's fleet here. And do we want to enable Cruel right away? I think we'll enable Cruel at the start of the second episode. The Cruel AI button being over here. But the first thing I guess you'll notice is the new UI. This is the CIS's faceplate. We've shown the kind of generic one in the Empire of the Hand playthrough, but the CIS, the New Republic, and the Empire all have their, I guess technically the Sith in Revan's Revenge. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that was the weak turnover. Okay, I got afraid there for a second. But yeah, so this is the CIS UI. The Republic one is still being made. Hopefully that'll be done for for release. But let's also queue up Will, don't fire at me. Yeah. In we go. You'll see the tactical UI here if you haven't been watching the Empire of the Hand playthrough.
Power up, are you?
Alright, this is also the new Geonosis, or Desert Planet Low Orbit asset. It's technically the same texture, it's tiling now, so it looks more deserty. There's going to be some more updates done to the actual textures. The focus right now is on getting the model and rendering style to look better, which I think it looks much better along with the UI. Then we're going to be doing some more environment lighting and that kind of work. Because right now, a lot of the lighting in the mod is set up to kind of work with the old planet style.
Nice grooving. Roger, roger.
Alright. If we kill this stuff on the way in, then I think we're fine.
We have not met requirements for success. Initial objective complete.
Let's try to keep them away.
Eliminate current.
Okay, let's fire up on that side.
Secure target alpha.
We ought to stay not we don't have to
Roger, roger.
Okay.
They're alive. They're alive.
Focus on the weapons on this side.
Target
There we
acquired.
go. God damn it.
Ship count dwindling. Critical threat detected.
something odd.
Here. Focus on them. Focus on that.
How are you doing that? Destroy turret. Target.
Alright, we lost all of Trench's damage on that. Let's make sure we're shooting at different stuff.
Targets designated alpha and beta.
You there. That'll at least get that quad
General
out.
Grievous frowns on such
That one.
ineptitude, usually with a lightsaber.
Approach with caution.
Direct fire at their laser.
There has been some updates to the Venator textures, but not
Planning for
huge
your
ones.
Imminent failure is now a
Now we don't need to worry
formality.
about
Machines are superior.
the
Turret target acquired.
acclimator with no weapons on it.
Target those lasers.
We have chased the clones out of the center,
Direct fire
sir.
at their laser cannon.
Okay.
Shields back online. Threat detected.
There we go.
Republic bombers detected.
Astute ship crow cast out blockade easily.
Now we'll just pick off the fighters. Trench can get his shields back.
Hold your ground. Highly accurate shooting.
Alright. Tri fighters go over there. Getting the shields back. We'll keep the vultures on this side.
The battle is ours to lose.
Scans are coming up
Shutdown
negative.
sequence nearly complete.
How are you doing that?
Alright. So now we can start moving up a little bit. Trench tanked that all out.
Scans are coming up negative.
Closer call than I'd like on him, but really, it would have happened to
Surpass your hourly quota.
at least a ship, so Trench had the biggest chance of surviving anyways.
Cast out blockade easily.
But since this playthrough started, we're moving the Empire of the Hand playthrough to Sundays, live streamed on the channel. We'll be doing usually 2 or 3 episodes of this playthrough per week. And then once the Empire of the Hand playthrough is done, we might end up moving this one to YouTube playthroughs, or we'll start a different playthrough just for those streams. We are going to have a Republic single stream Galactic Conquest coming up sometime before the release for our April stream. But I'm not sure when that's going to be. Maybe once the Empire of the Hand playthrough is done.
Take the shot. Uh-oh.
Alright, here we go.
Approach with caution. We have chased the
Machine.
Trench, you've done a good job. Let's watch him be sad here. Without his ship. Well, not without his ship. With his ship slightly on fire. Ship's on fire, yo.
We must complete both shutdown sequences.
Roger,
I think
roger.
the low orbit planet
Allow
updates and the
Republic forces to
UI
retake
updates really help
Target Alpha.
bring stuff together a little bit.
challenge.
There's still a couple that haven't been updated yet, but we're making our way through those. Dr. Nick is. Ooh. We have some J1s. So we'll get to see the CIS updates that we previewed in action here.
Invasion commencing.
We're going to start off with reclaiming Geonosis. Or they build up too much here. Geonosians. See if we can move all our Geonosians in there. Except for one of you who can go to get some vision. Alright, over here we go. Also, some new icons you'll see as we go through here, the B2s. A bunch of those are getting updated with other parts of the UI. Okay. You got the landing zone, that's all they needed to do.
My friends, this is a mistake, a terrible mistake.
Fight's not over.
And this is Phyloraptor's new Trade Federation lander. The new dropship for the CIS for this version.
Careful.
We won't bring Ventress down. You... I think some buffs happened to the MTT, so we'll give that a try. I don't have yet. There have been some pretty significant changes to Jedi balancing as well. They should be very, very good against infantry. They're not good against vehicles, though.
After our attack,
So you do need to be kind of careful with where you're deploying them, but
Opening fire.
you shouldn't need to worry about them just dying to nothing anymore,
Ready for
which they were sometimes doing.
Fight's not over.
Not nothing.
Calculating it. Roger, roger.
I expect you to succeed where my apprentices did not. Ablaze, come. You get Salakas. Forward is popular with the flanking.
Alright. You guys get over there to help him.
Such untapped potential.
Here we go.
Go, bring order from the chaos.
And we can start walking over. Start walking over.
How goes the battle, General?
Oh, that was the corruption killing it. So one of the things that has been, or the thing that has really been the main focus for the .1 release, for both Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic,
I expect
has
you
been
to
working
succeed where my
on changing
apprentices
the
did not.
back end of the mod. So, of the air scripting in particular. So all of that is kind of working off of a different system now than before. In game, it doesn't mean much right now, but it makes it easier for us to work with everything. So the way all the story scripting in the mod works, that's all been redone, which you'll start seeing the payoffs for that in the 1.2 and 3.2 versions. But really, our focus for this build was to get them, the in-game side of things to be the same way that it was in the last version, but to entirely recode it on the back end so that it works better for us longer term. So that's kind of been the main project we've been working on. Which obviously there's been other stuff done, which is why there's like all the UI changes and everything, but that was kind of going in the main focus for us. Part of that comes from the fact that there's the patches that came out, or the patch that came out for Empire at War, the official patch in January, which allowed us to do some different stuff. We were already kind of planning to do some of the reworks with that, or without that, but it gave us more of an opportunity to do even broader changes, and there's a lot we got to work with from it. The mod runs a lot more smoothly on the galactic level in particular, because we were able to remove some stuff and change the way some stuff worked.
I would prove
Ventress, you
myself
can come
worthy
down
to
there.
be your apprentice, my lord.
So on the tactical, or on the galactic level, there are, on the biggest maps, up to 2,000 fewer objects, which just means it'll run a lot faster when it's doing both the weak turnovers and just in general. Those are the big improvements there, but there's been a bunch of other changes we've been able to make all over the place, which are all very exciting for us. There we go. Geonosis is back in CIS hands. Alright, and we're just going to do a quick save here. Just to make sure we don't lose any progress. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's something we've done or if it's something that happened with the FOC updates, or if it's something that's just from using this computer, which I built at the same time as those updates. I've had a bit more instability with Empire at War, so I don't like. Maybe it's something we've done, maybe it's the computer, maybe it's the official patch, but I'm a bit more cautious with saving these days.
Cruiser reporting.
All right. Here at Hypori, let's get Red's Fury.
Navigating
Get
on
in
board.
there. I'm gonna drop these guys back over, and that's actually gonna be Ventress's army. So this isn't terrible for Dooku.
Droids must learn their place.
You get. Get that. Alright, Bulwark 2 is researchable now. A lot of this text is kind of one of the bigger things that we still need to do for these events. But I technically should have done that before
Final arming sequence engaged.
building any bulwarks myself. But the Bulwark 2 and Victory 2 research are a lot more whipped than other stuff, so I don't know if it'll actually turn up. Ryloth will get some mines. Utapau will get some mines. Mustafar will get some mines. Yeah, there were also some changes Bob made to the AI to make them retreat more on ground when there's just like nothing left, so that it's a bit less tedious to clean up. So those should be helpful for people.
Location confirmed.
I don't want to worry, or I don't want to go too much in the core. So I think what we're gonna do for this is we'll build up our defenses there. And for the named ships, let's pull them out with Ningo. And for these, the standard pre-built ships, we'll use them more for defense.
Initiated.
So what's our initial strategy going to be here? I'd like to kind of collapse in on these planets if we can. Taking Mon Calamari would be a nice one. So let's see. We're going to build up the Mintuine fleet. Let's grab Foros Fury. And yeah, so I think what we're going to try to focus on first will be like Namcorios, Renvar, Belderon, and Ossus, along with Moncal. Those will be good targets for us.
Construction complete.
Re-identify our target.
Drop you over there, you over there.
What is your command?
And like I just want to make sure we're all kind of connected. Ariada would be a good one, but it's probably going to be too tough. So if we can take Woostri, that'll connect even more for us. See if we can pop over there. So Ningo, that's going to be your job for now.
Acknowledged.
And
Look out. Tactical battle.
what's okay? I definitely overdid that. This is what I kind of mean by needing to do more with the environment for it. Still some wonkiness going on there. Like the sky domes for the older ones in particular, if the planets are too far back, they don't work as well with the new stuff. We do have bulwarks, new bulwarks. So we'll bring in that. Roger, roger. No
Fallout.
gems at fighters. I'm
Let's go.
goodbye.
Continue control.
And we just got our regulars in here.
Approach with caution. Approach with caution.
Gonna be approaching with caution.
Approach with caution. Approach with caution.
Reinforcements on
You know what? That's fair enough. You're making the right choice. You want to save that Quasar or the Carrick. That's what you got to do. And some Architens updates, I believe, as well. A lot of death clones coming in these releases as well, which is the name for the death explosions and animations Brown has been working on. All the Golans. I was kind of hoping to get the station reworks for Fall of the Republic, so they're not just using TR ones. But unfortunately, those weren't able to be finished. Is that all just down here? Yeah.
Redundancy procedures initiated.
Destination set. Tactical battle.
Oh, yikes.
Imminent.
That's a fleet. It's not going to be a fleet that we can kill.
Tactical battle. Imminent.
So let's not use that. Arctic planet.
Lancer frigate reporting.
Their new Arctic planet. You know what? Let's see where they go. I want to risk it with the mines there.
Choose your
Be really dumb to jump in.
We are not retreating. We're advancing in a different direction. Retreat aborted.
Calculating jump to light speed. Reinforcements en route.
You make it? No.
IPV reporting.
We are not retreating.
Yeah, they're still not using the interdiction mines properly, and they're leaving their fighters behind. I wonder if it's just because I didn't build... No. That would have been a universal change. But thank you, James Grant, for subscribing. Appreciate it. We lost one of our patron units. Poor Diamond Hands.
Imminent.
Alright, they can just have Emberline and Dara. We get
All
Woostry.
transport ships. Commence landing procedures.
Already. Squad assignment accepted.
Alright, let's go back
Better come up with a
there.
plan.
Up here. Then I think we'll want the support field base for this one.
Reinforcements.
Setting course.
Some of those... Some Hailfires.
Obey.
The changed
Warning,
Hailfires.
squad. I'm on point. I hate clones.
We've secured a build pad.
Okay.
Target. Located target.
Battle mode active. Charge. Follow me.
Get out of there.
Commander.
Hailfires, get in.
Hey,
You guys just make sure you don't die.
Blast radius check. Registering noise.
warning,
Okay, cool.
squad. Hey,
Audio trace. Incoming. Audio trace.
You're... I wanted you in the back. Oh well.
Pull back.
I messed that up.
impressive.
Scan aborted. Identify
Okay, let's get back over here.
The device we're looking for.
Try to take these...
Hey, nice. Squad assignment accepted.
I want the landing zone. I want the landing zone. I want the landing zone.
Audio trace.
You fall back. Bring in our big guns.
Scan aborted.
The Lats have had some weapon updates, so they should feel a lot more responsive now as well. So I don't think those were in for 1.0. They might have been. I don't think they were. Time doesn't mean all that much to me.
Registering noise.
Okay, we can start moving the Magnas up that side.
We've secured a build pad.
And we'll get you guys
Better
there.
come up with a plan. Follow me.
Ooh. It's not good.
Scan aborted.
We've
Missile
secured
ready.
a build pad.
Audio trace detected.
Get back there. Let's let this one
Construction.
Target.
close to that as possible.
Scan aborted.
Our base
Eh.
is near
Yeah.
Out.
That's not good. Alright, sorry about that. We had a crash. We're just going to keep going from where we were there after capturing Geonosis. Which means some queuing has to happen again. But we'll get through
Cruiser
it.
reporting.
Alright. We will do that.
Assault brigadier.
We'll do the same swaps we did last time. Were you? No. Down here.
Location confirmed.
Nice moving.
There.
Give me just a few seconds.
And we are going to take Woostry right away this time.
Acknowledged.
Look out.
Assault brigadier.
Well, I guess Woostry's pretty isolated in there. So We don't need to worry about it coming for us. Okay, well. That's... I'm gonna combine this fleet for now. Here... We're gonna move Ventress out on that side. And that is now her
this revenge.
Navigating to coordinates.
Alright. This is now going to be a joint space and ground task force for a second. I just want to make sure we take this as soon as possible so we can reinforce some of the other planets.
Tactical battle imminent.
We know they'll retreat.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, we're going to jump in closer this time. Get the actual
Logging tactics
Skills
for future
here.
computations.
their gems in there. Diamond hands
Let's
there.
go.
Initial objective complete. Shields online.
Okay, let's see if we can pull them out. And will they retreat again now?
Analysis.
Approach with caution.
Which one are you? They're both recusant. Okay.
Deny them any chance to escape.
Final arming
I thought
sequence
maybe one of them was a
engaged.
patron unit because I thought I double clicked, but I hadn't.
Approach with caution.
So we'll try that one more time. Alright, there and large ground force. Stockpile credits mission. The banking clan. I guess we can do that. We do need to rebuild our
Squad assignment accepted.
Reinforcements.
rebuild our mines.
Right away.
Better come up with a plan.
You
I'm on
guys go
point.
down there. Some of you come up here.
Pretty impressive. Forming squad.
We'll get the
fight's not over.
AATs with that.
Visual scan
Into this now,
confirmation.
thanks. We'll bring the Hellfires in afterwards.
Located targets. Initiate backward movement.
We've secured a build pad.
Ready to destroy the clones.
Alright, up you
Visual
go.
scan confirmation. Enemy
Up you
units
go.
pinpointed. Visual scan confirmation. Incoming blast. Identified target.
Fight's not over.
Now you guys can take that.
Tactical
Audio trace
adjustment.
detected.
Careful.
Are they coming around this way?
I hate
I
clones.
think they might.
Squad assignment
Let's
accepted.
pull them around the back.
Scan ordered.
Get some of you up here.
Scan confirmation.
We made it.
The rest of you up this way.
Nailed it. Not here. Don't see. Army. Calculating squad.
Okay.
Registering noise.
Are they coming up that way?
Audio trace detected.
No.
Uh-oh.
Negative on visual scan.
Destroyed.
Okay, now we want our Hellfires.
Moving.
Hey,
And let's try to repair this.
ready to destroy the clones.
Got a good chunk of units here. Not many structures.
We've secured a build pad.
You're gonna repair.
Scan confirmation. Enemy charge. Target down.
See if we can kill that lat.
Negative on visual scan.
See if we can pull this back before it dies. Alright. Cool.
Registering noise.
We made it.
Ooh, can you hit this from here? That would be pretty epic. And let's get a military field base here, and we'll get a second repair.
Reinforcement point contested.
Program activated.
We've lost a landing zone.
Negative on visual scan.
Alright.
For combat.
You come around, because you can kill that alone, I think. The rest of us need to kill this. Not you. You do the thing I said.
Negative on visual scan. Your command. Air units detected.
Okay, if we slowly come up this side...
Hunter program loaded.
Build pad.
Blast radius check.
Where is some infantry? You guys alone come down here. The Hailfire's got the infantry handled on the side.
Clear. Ready. Blast line in the sky. Visual scan confirmation.
You guys here.
Visual scan confirmation.
Regular tanks up this side. And the Hailfires can kill the turrets over the wall.
Move back.
I'm attacking.
Here we go.
Powering motivator. Command. Missile
And where does that leave us?
Bomber standing by. Initiate attack.
Should be safe to get that. I don't think there's an AA turret in the way.
Target's locked.
Initiate backward movement.
Looks like they want that back tank.
Rocket encountered.
Fight's not over.
Registering noise. Correct hit. Commander.
We help them.
Attack. Demolition program.
That was an AV turret.
Reported. Initiate backward movement. Pull back.
Hailfires, handle that. Our AI, or our bombardments can... Look at the structure then. There. Take out the turrets.
Negative on visual scan.
Did we lose that Hailfire? Looks like we did. This company can head down here.
Running.
They're leaving. Epic.
Engines.
Very, very epic. But that, I think, is going to do it for our first episode here. We're going to keep going for another 2 on Twitch. So for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. There is more information if you would like to get a unit in the playthrough in the description. We'll be back on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays with episodes of this series. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.